What's going on, YouTube? Vape and German coming at you with another review along with Kid Vape over here.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Today's review is going to be on Fog Hunter Juice Line. This is a very long, there is a lot of juice here, so just kind of bear with us. We have 10 juices we're going to be reviewing. Alright, so the first one we're going to be going over is the Strawberry Glacier. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's really not zooming in that well, is it? And that is an ice cold winds rolling, carrying the scent and taste of frozen strawberries. Your journey is near an end as you come upon the mythical strawberry glaciers. So, I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like a little bit of menthol in there, possibly.
Sounds like it. Like a frozen strawberry or something.
Yeah. Have a little dab. Here we go. It's not bad at all. It's all strawberry and a little bit of menthol. You get the menthol towards the back. It hits your throat nice. It's not too much menthol. It's not enough to choke you up. But for the most part, it tastes like a ripe strawberry. What do you think?
I get a fresh picked strawberry taste. On the inhale, just pure strawberry, cheek feel strawberry, and then that nice subtle, nice change of flavor that brings like the frost exhale.
Yes.
A little bit chilly on the back end.
Rather fresh. Like a fresh vape in general.
It's definitely good. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good vape. Alright, on to the next one. We got Pokey. And for the flavor profile, got to find that over here. Pokey is going to be the profile is your trusted trail steed, your best companion, the only thing that keeps you on your feet. Enjoy this luscious Greek yogurt with mouth-watering ripe raspberries and sweet chocolate shavings, and let it carry you along the journey. Sounds pretty interesting.
It does.
I don't think I've really ever had a yogurt vape before.
I've had a few. I like them.
Tops off. Wow. That's really like you're eating raspberry yogurt. You know that Yoplait raspberry yogurt you can get with like the little, it's got like the hints of chocolate in it?
Yep.
It's exactly what it tastes like. Mouth-watering yogurt. You get a little bit of the chocolate on the exhale, but with the inhale, you get all of the yogurt along with the raspberry. It's pretty subtle. Like the chocolate itself is subtle throughout. It's not an overwhelming chocolate like most of your chocolate vape or anything that has chocolate in it. As far as everything goes, that's a pretty solid vape. I actually enjoyed this vape so far. I will say this though, it is a little throaty. I'm not really sure how you feel about it, but I feel like it's.
I think that it's a little complex on the chocolate flavor of it. I believe it would be a little bit better if it was a cutback of the chocolate, but it's definitely a unique flavor.
It's not a bad flavor at all.
And it does remind me a lot of the raspberry yogurt. It really does.
Right.
I would say more like the Go-Gurt. It's got that candied Go-Gurt kind of attribute to it.
Alright. The next one we'll be going to is Phoenix. It is a full-flavored dessert tobacco. Fire cured over red oak kindling and mixed with sweet honey and caramel with a hint of cream. This flavor will help you rise once more to continue the hunt. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a tobacco person. I do not like the taste of tobacco. I am not biased. I'm willing to try anything. But I do not know how this one's going to go.
Yeah, it's very tobacco-y.
Here we go. Not one of my favorites at all.
That's harsh.
That is, that is, give me one more second.
I kind of taste wood in it.
And I would definitely say this, it is a full tobacco flavor. You get a very small, subtle hint of the caramel. Overall,
It reminds me of an oaky taste.
Kind of like I said, kind of like the Kindle Fire, where you get a little bit of that smoke taste to it, kind of sort of. If that makes any sense to y'all at all. Overall, I gotta say for this juice, it's not one of my favorite. Like I said before, it's decent, but I'm not a big tobacco person. Alright, for the next one, it's going to be Maiden's Kiss. Profile is, let's see, let her draw you in with just one sweet kiss. It would taste of candied strawberries with crisp green apples, juicy guava, and fresh watermelon. This one may actually not be too bad.
Sounds good.
It does sound good. Sounds great. When it comes to ripe strawberry and candy strawberry, there's only one subtle difference really, and that's just one being sweeter than the other.
Yep.
I think.
For sure.
I know one thing, you can definitely smell the guava in it.
Definitely.
Here we go. Wow. You instantly get that candy strawberry along with the guava, and on the exhale you get more of the guava.
I get quite a bit of guava throughout the full palate. A little subtle hint of some sweetness on the inhale, but mostly followed by the sharp taste of the guava, pretty much.
I believe it is pretty sweet. I wish
I'm not a big fan of that one.
I wish they would have used more of a ripe strawberry than a candy strawberry, because I think it would balance out a little better. Alright, next one we got is Liquid Courage. Y'all probably already know where this is going. Sometimes everyone needs something to give them that push to go out and conquer the day. So why not have that something be delicious? This is a sweet yet tart lemonade mixed with honeyed hibiscus flowers and ripe strawberries, or raspberries, excuse me. Then blended together with a few shots of Kentucky bourbon. Where's that one at? There it is. Here we go. I get more bourbon than anything in it. I get some of the lemonade towards my mid palate, and towards the back of it, and towards the front of my palate is straight bourbon. I don't really get any of that raspberry, or that little raspberry that's talking about. It tastes like a flower.
I'm getting the hibiscus flavor, like a very green, earthy taste. A little bit. I'm getting the bourbon, like the little kind of aged. I'm getting the aged taste with it, but more or less, I'm getting more of a flower, and it definitely states that. But when it comes to the raspberries, I do not taste that at all.
I get very, very subtle hints of the raspberry. Most of it tastes like lemonade, and a lot more lemonade than the raspberry, but I definitely taste the hibiscus flower, as well as the bourbon more than everything. I think the bourbon and the flower actually are a little bit overwhelming, because you can't taste any of the other attributes of the juice.
Yeah, I fully agree with Vaping German here. I definitely think that it is overwhelming on the flavor profile of it. It leaves a very unique taste in your mouth also, if I may
it's not a great aftertaste in my opinion.
No.
By any means. The next one is Forage. I think that's how you pronounce it. Fresh wild blueberries will sustain you on your hunt. To mix them in with some vanilla custard to form a delicious treat. This one may not actually be too bad. I actually like blueberry vapes.
I love
anything
blueberry.
with custard in them.
I love blueberry.
A little bit dab of this. Hopefully it'll be better than a few that we've tried.
Yeah. Instantly, I get the custard roll of the blueberry, like a sweet and puckered blueberry, if that makes sense. But I definitely get the custard roll, real airy, frothy, and then followed up with the little hints of the blueberry. I would say vine blueberry. It tastes like it's straight off the vine. It's not candied so much.
And it has that little tart taste that blueberries every now and then have that on completely right.
It
That
does.
makes any sense
And I get
at all.
more of I guess a subtle creamy custard, and pick up very small hints of the vanilla, but mostly I'm getting more of a
custard.
A custard,
On the exhale of it.
a blueberry cream is what I'm getting,
Yeah.
more or less.
It's an okay juice. I think it's decent.
I think it's one of my
It's an okay
favorites
juice.
so far.
Out of the line.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's a decent juice.
What's up next?
I believe it is the Eternal Sunburst. The Eternal Sunburst is, let's see, this is a mango-based fruit blend, has notes of sweet pineapples, fresh strawberries, ripe red raspberries, and juicy peaches. It will help guide you to the flavor that you didn't even know you were searching for.
Did you know you were searching for something?
Am I supposed to be?
I'm always searching for something. Searching for some damn good juice, guys. Kid vape style.
Woo! I'm just here, guys. No, on serious note, I do want to thank Kid Vape though for getting me into this. I do. It's something I've actually wanted to be a reviewer for a little while. Kid Vape is actually a very good friend of mine. He has allowed me to come on to his set, if you will, his channel, and go ahead and get my feet wet, go ahead and get some experience in doing so. That way, when I actually have a channel now, I have only one video.
Yes.
But however, one video is better than none at the time. I actually just got my video up, or my channel up and running today as we speak. So, but go ahead and give this a shot now. I gotta say, so far, by far, this is probably the best juice I've had out of this line yet.
And that's my favorite.
I have got to say, you instantly get the strawberry and pineapple on the inhale towards the front of your palate. It actually kind of goes, it's kind of throughout the whole palate, really. You get the full taste of the strawberry and the pineapple. You get the raspberry on the exhale towards the back of the palate, as well as that peach. That peach is just kind of, it's subtle throughout the inhale as well as the exhale, but you definitely get more of the pineapple and the strawberry than anything. Especially on the
It
inhale.
reminds me of the Fruit Gushers. How it kind of
Yes.
changes the flavor right when you get to the peach taste. It kind of whips around on you.
That is not a bad juice by any means at all. That is actually a really good juice. It's probably the best juice in this line so far.
I like it.
It
I
is
really
a good
do.
juice. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, on to the next one. The next one is called Cucumbersome.
I believe I'm going to like it. I like a good, crisp cucumber.
Absolutely.
I like cucumber vape.
Speaking of that right there, smooth, crisp, refreshing cucumber mixed with fresh, ripe strawberries and tart citrus. This flavor will soothe even the williest of beasts. Get a little vape of this. So far, though, my favorite one is the Eternal Sunburst. That was actually a really good juice.
And my batteries
Uh-oh.
actually died. Instead of setting up and grabbing extra batteries, we just grab more mods.
Wow, that is really, really good. You definitely get that fresh cucumber taste. It is actually very crisp, just as it states. You get the cucumber all throughout the mouth. You get it at the front, the middle, the back. You also get that ripe strawberry taste. I do not taste the citrus as much. I think that might be the actual aftertaste, if you will, as far as the citrus goes. Nope, I take that back. On the exhale, you actually get the citrus, but it just leaves that citrusy taste in your mouth. Overall, so far, I think it's a great vape. I think that's a good juice, and we'll just have to wait and see what Kid Vape thinks.
Sorry it's taking me so long over here.
Yeah, Christmas is coming, and he's just taking a sweet time.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes, you are, sir. What you think? Sorry about that.
That was
Had a
completely
phone
my
call.
fault. I tell you, I like that better than the Sunburst.
I don't know if I like it better than the Sunburst, but
It's got that
they're
good
definitely-
cucumber roll to it. You can definitely taste the non-overwhelming at all cucumber, but it's a mellow kind of middle of the cucumber, if that makes sense, where you got that sweetness going through the cucumber. I like that. It's a good refreshing vape, good hot day vape, and I would love to try that in a tank. I do believe that would be a very good breather in a tank.
I do too. Put it at 80 watts and be done with it. Just set it on there and vape it all throughout the day just to see how you're vaping.
That would be a good one.
Yes, it
I
would.
do believe so.
Alrighty. Clear this off real quick. Going through 10 juices, you kind of get a little bit of everything after a while.
We have 2 remaining, guys. 2
Alright.
juices.
The next one is called Bullwhip. I'm actually kind of interested to see what this is going to be. It says, with your trusty red licorice whip in hand, you are prepared to leap chasms just to obtain the fabled trophy Fog. So basically, this is just going to be a straight red licorice, or probably either a cherry or a strawberry licorice. But let's go ahead and get a little drip of this, see what happens. Have a little vape on that.
Oh yeah, Bullwhip.
Yes, sir. All I can say is it's a strawberry licorice. That's really all you can say about it. It's actually dead on the head. It tastes exactly like one of those little pieces of licorice.
Yeah, it tastes like
Strawberry licorice.
a Twizzler pulling peel.
Yes.
Is what it reminds me of.
Yes.
It's even got the aftertaste of it.
It's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Not much you can say about that other than it most definitely is a red licorice.
Exactly.
Has the right sweetness, the right little kick to it, and a great mouthfeel. Great mouthfeel.
It does. Now, so I don't know if we stay at the beginning of this video or not, but all these are in three Nick. And so far, me, I don't do a whole lot of Nick. Most of the time when I do Nick is here with Kid Vape, and that's because that's usually all he has. So I've become accustomed to it. But as far as this Nick goes, it's not a harsh Nick at all. You can hardly tell that there's any Nick in it whatsoever.
After 10 bottles, it's going to get a little foggy. But the nicotine is
Smooth.
I don't want to say perfect, but it's spot on with the consistency that a nicotine should be. It should be exact percentages. It shouldn't be throaty on you unless you're in a higher nicotine. And all threes, you should be able to know it's there, feel that it's there, but not necessarily, have that harshness. It shouldn't have no harshness at all. Not at a 3, at least.
Go ahead. I'm sitting there trying to do it left-handed. I can't. Alright, the last and final juice is 12 gauge. It is a true flavor that never misses its mark. The decadent custard is mixed with a creamy French vanilla. This one actually may not be too bad. I'll go ahead and have a vape on it. Instantly.
That is a straight, traditional, well-placed, well-made,
French
well-mixed vanilla custard.
That
is a key note in the custard family, is the vanilla. Everybody started with vanilla custard. Now it seems that the tradition goes on very well.
It does. That's basically like the licorice. All you can really say is it tastes like a French vanilla custard. It actually tastes like one of those, what is that candy? Guys, I'm sorry, I drew a blank. But basically, all I can really say is it tastes like a straight up French vanilla stick. One of those French vanilla candy sticks.
It does.
That's
very nice.
That custard. It's not heavy on the custard either, which is kind of surprising because most of anything
It's
that
got
has
a good
custard,
roll. A good roll to it.
most things that have custard in them are typically heavy on the custard. Just kind of like those things that have, like cereals, for example. Just like most cereals are heavy on the lemon. This is not heavy on the custard at all.
That's good. That's really
Not a
good.
bad vape at all.
That's good.
Overall, what would you give this line?
I would say I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I really would. It kind of started a little dull in the beginning.
Yes,
A little
I agree.
off, too unique, too kind of throatsy. But the hibiscus kind of threw me off a little bit, knocked it down a number.
That bourbon.
And the bourbon knocked it down. But, the 12 gauge, the bullwhip, the what was the name of that? The Cucumbersome.
That was great. That was pretty good. And the Eternal Sunburst.
Yes, and Sunburst. Those right there, if that was the only thing on the line, I believe you'd have a perfect 10 of 10 line. Minus one or two little notes, but I do believe and give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I don't disagree at all. All of it was good except for just a few of them. But the ones that were good, they were good.
Oh, yeah. And thank you for keeping the French vanilla a traditional French vanilla and not trying to go fancy with the sweetness or the overwhelming of the vanilla bean. You paired it very nicely.
Absolutely.
And thank you, definitely, Fog Hunter, for sending these juices out. And thank you.
And that's all we got for you today. Just keep it cloudy, guys.
Like Kid Vape always says.
Do what you gotta do.